It is the final stretch from here, completing this section, completing this run, completing Southeastern on the rail map. Yes! I have just 4 lines left to run until I've completed running the Southeastern network on the London rail map. What better way to kick it off than with a railway challenge? The challenge is simple. Run all 4 remaining lines in one day. I can either take the train to the next line once it's complete, or run to the next line if it proves quicker. Sounds pretty easy, right? Doing the stop and start just absolutely with me. The total distance clocks in at over 22 miles, almost the length of a marathon. But be sure to stick around until the end where I reveal which rail operator I'll be running next on the London rail map. But without further delay, let's get into it. First up, the Greenwich line. Total distance, 8.27 miles. Let's go. First station of the day, London Bridge, 0.9 kilometres. So right now running the Greenwich line is about just over 12 kilometres. We're going to be finishing up at Charlton, catching the train from Charlton back to Blackfriars, and then running the next section from Blackfriars. I made it to Deptford and Greenwich stations, then soon arrived at the next station, Maze Hill. So 10.43 kilometres I've arrived at Maze Hill station, got 2 more stations left out on the Greenwich line. Shortly after Maze Hill was Westcombe Park station. I was soon in familiar territory as I followed a path I'd ran previously when running the North Kent line. I have made a video on that, so we'll leave a link in the description if you haven't watched it already. Before I knew it, the Greenwich line was almost complete as I was already in the vicinity of Charlton station, where a train back to London Bridge was imminent. We've got the train that is arriving in 2 minutes. The train just pulled into Charlton station and I managed to make it in time. But it doesn't stop there. So perfect timing. Next up, Blackfriars. My connection at London Bridge for London Blackfriars was less than a minute, but I just made it. Blackfriars. Next up, the Blackfriars line. Total distance, 5.48 miles. 2.47 kilometres, Elephant and Castle station. Already, so just under 6 kilometres later, I'm here at Denmark Hill station. Now at Denmark Hill, you do have your stopping Southeastern services, but you also have your fast Southeastern trains. So the fast services from Denmark Hill down to Bromley South would use the Catford Loop, but we'll talk more about that once we get running the Catford Loop a little bit later. 7.21 kilometres here at Loughborough Junction, so now we're going to drop down to Herne Hill. When checking the time of the next train from Herne Hill station, I realised it was going to be yet another tight connection. Alright, so right now the time is 12:08. I've got my train at 12:12 from Herne Hill. I then need to change at Elephant and Castle for the 12:18 from Elephant and Castle over to Nunhead. Got the station just up ahead. I'm hoping I can make it, because otherwise it's like a 30-minute wait. Where the hell are the platforms? This proved harder than anticipated.
And other national rail services. Alight here for services to London Victoria.
I'm also going to use this as a quick opportunity to refuel. While I'm away to Nunhead station to run the next line, the Catford Loop, I could feel this challenge catching up with me, because so far today, I've already ran 13.75 miles. That's already over a half marathon, though I knew I had to keep going. 2 lines down and 2 more to go. Catford Loop line, let's have ya. Next up, Catford Loop line. Total distance, 6.23 miles. So, the Catford Loop line, primarily served by Thameslink services with the stations along there. You also have your fast southeastern services from Denmark Hill running express over to Bromley South via the Catford Loop line. So you also have your peak southeastern services between Denmark Hill and Bromley South, but they call at Crofton Park and Bellingham stations. Those are the only two stations that Southeastern call along. No idea why. If someone can explain why, that would be much appreciated, because I couldn't really figure out the reason. Here we go, 2.4 kilometres at Crofton Park station. Lovely stuff. Not gonna lie, my legs are feeling pretty heavy at the minute. I think from the stopping and the starting of the running has really had its effect on me, but overall we're still feeling full of energy, still feeling good, just feeling a bit heavy in the legs. So currently running down at Bromley Road, and yeah, I'm so bored. Because all you're doing is just running next to a busy road. But anyway, next couple metres we'll be turning off Bellingham station. My God, I'm glad that bit's over. So that was Beckenham Place Park, one of my favourite parks in South London. If you do want to check it out, it is close to Ravensbourne Station as well as Beckenham Hill Station, stations that are not served by Southeastern. So at this point it is a straight road down all the way to Shortlands. Got less than a kilometre remaining. Not gonna lie now, my legs are really feeling it now. Oh gosh, I feel my energy levels starting to deplete now, so once I get to Shortlands I'm going to stop and have a breather. But yeah, I'm really struggling at the minute, not gonna lie. That's a fast Southeastern. See, just there. So 10.03 kilometres later at Shortlands station. Gosh, here's the thing, when I am running consistently, just makes it so much easier, but doing the stop and starts, it's just absolutely f***s with me. Right, so far running these sections of Southeastern has been 32.16 kilometres. I am so tired, I can't even think. This has taken me so long, it has been really tough. Anyway, right, let us get moving over from Shortlands over to Bromley North, thus completing the final stage of the challenge today. I'm still so tired, oh my God. Whew, right, so it's about a 15-minute walk from here over to Bromley North. I was thinking of getting a bus, but then I figured that I want to keep the legs moving because I don't want to stop and then restart again, so I want to keep these legs moving.
And it was at this point everything caught up with me. While walking to the Bromley North line, not only was I thinking about the challenge today, but everything I've achieved and overcame so far. I've been tackling the Southeastern network now for almost 6 months, though it's felt like a lifetime. And it's all to end after finishing this final section. This experience has made me recognise a lot about myself and my mental perseverance, because for a long time, I had a very negative self-attitude about myself, thinking I was constantly a failure and believing I didn't deserve happiness. I knew that I couldn't achieve my goals in life if I didn't believe that I could. There was a moment early this year where I felt myself starting to slip back into my old bad habits, and I knew I needed to do something about it. So instead of running away from my problems, I needed to run towards them.
Final stage of not just this run today, but the entire Southeastern network on the London rail map. Let us get right into it. If I can stand up, oh, my legs. All right, smiling through the pain, smiling through the pain. And here we go, final section, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Peeling back the layers of the part I've been playing for you.
Just over a kilometre later, I'm at Sunbridge Park. It is the final stretch from here over to Grove Park, completing this section, completing this run, completing Southeastern on the rail map. Yes!
And in this life we all know that the starting is the hardest part.
And this right here is London's longest pier with a total length of 360 metres.
Or even see me as I fall apart.
So just down the road from London Victoria Station is this canal right here. This is what's known as Grosvenor Canal. Now it actually was... And here we are now, it's the home stretch. In the area there was no way that I couldn't mention the Tarn Bird Sanctuary.
But it's hard to leave the ground when you're stuck staring down. Just the bustle in the crowd.
I ran the Southeastern Network on the London Rail map. I just feel very, very proud right now. I feel very, very proud. Right. Apart from all that, I'm absolutely starving.
What a journey running the Southeastern Network that was! From Deptford to Dartford, Blackfriars to Bexleyheath and Swanley to Stratford International. No station was left behind. So to compare it with the previous rail operators ran so far, Southeastern has absolutely crushed it, being the longest operator to run so far with a total distance of 228.06 kilometres. That's almost the equivalent distance between London to Newport in Wales. Absolutely insane. I've got a playlist with all videos running the Southeastern Network as well as previous rail operators ran on the London Rail Map. I also have a Patreon if you do wish to show your support to the channel. All the links will be available down below. But before I go, I did say at the beginning of this video I'd reveal which rail operator I'll be running next on the London Rail Map. And I can reveal the next operator I'll be running is... C2C on the London Rail Map.
Don't stop.